The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, with hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
Who's St. Nicholas?
Santa.
What other names does he have? Frosty? Is that his other name? No?
Have you ever heard Kris Kringle or Saint Nick? And in some other countries, like in France, they call me Pierre Noel. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their head. Who knows what a sugar plum is?
Yes.
Sugar plum is also the name of candy.
And I call you all my sugar plums because you're all so sweet.
And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. I think they had their jammies on just then. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutter and threw up the sash. The moon on the new fallen snow shined like midday on objects below.
You've seen moons outside. It looked like a big light ball was there. The snow was so bright.
Doesn't it look pretty? Doesn't it look something like this? When what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. Why do you think he thought it was a miniature sleigh and tiny reindeer? Who wants to guess that?
Because he was so far away.
That's
That's
absolutely right. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. That's right. This is really that's what the reindeer look like. More rapid than eagles, his reindeer they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, and Blitzen. Yes. Well, this is what the reindeer look like at night when the moon is shining. They are so pretty. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves, you know how dry leaves blow around when it's a little windy and they blow and blow? That's how the reindeer, they fly up to the top of the roof. Just like this, they fly up on the roof. So up to the housetop the reindeer they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof, listen again, the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney, came St. Nicholas with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished and dirty with ashes and soot.
That's laundry day.
A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked just like a peddler opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, and his nose like a cherry. Why do you think in this story my nose was like a cherry? Maybe because
It was so cold out.
that's right. When it's cold out, your cheeks and your nose get red. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He was a chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, filled all the stockings, and then turned with a jerk and laid a finger beside his nose. This is how I go up the chimney. I put my finger on the side of my nose and then giving a nod up the chimney. I go.
That only happens on Christmas Eve.
Yes, and it's Christmas.
Doesn't
Eve.
happen to us.
I don't know how it happens. I just know when I put my finger like that and I nod, whoosh, right up that chimney I'll go.
Now if he puts his finger in here, he's not gonna go up there, right?
Now, I don't know how it works, but I know it's Christmas magic. Because sometimes we don't have to know how everything works. We just have to believe. Right?
Have faith.
He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.